The first thing I'm kind of excited about is what I would call partial autonomy apps. So for example, let's work with the example of coding. You can certainly go to ChatGPT directly, and you can start copy-pasting code around and copy-pasting bug reports and stuff around and getting code and copy-pasting everything around. Why would you do that? Why would you go directly to the operating system? It makes a lot more sense to have an app dedicated for this. And so I think many of you use Cursor. I do as well. Cursor is kind of like the thing you want instead. You don't want to just directly go to the ChatGPT. And I think Cursor is a very good example of an early LLM app that has a bunch of properties that I think are useful across all the LLM apps. So in particular, you will notice that we have a traditional interface that allows a human to go in and do all the work manually, just as before. But in addition to that, we now have this LLM integration that allows us to go in bigger chunks. And so some of the properties of LLM apps that I think are shared and useful to point out. Number one, the LLMs basically do a ton of the context management. Number two, they orchestrate multiple calls to LLMs, right? So in the case of Cursor, there's under the hood embedding models for all your files, the actual chat models, models that apply diffs to the code, and this is all orchestrated for you. A really big one that I think also maybe not fully appreciated always is application-specific GUI and the importance of it. Because you don't just want to talk to the operating system directly in text. Text is very hard to read, interpret, understand, and also like you don't want to take some of these actions natively in text. So it's much better to just see a diff as like red and green change, and you can see what's being added or subtracted. It's much easier to just do Command Y to accept or Command N to reject. I shouldn't have to type it in text, right? So a GUI allows a human to audit the work of these fallible systems and to go faster.